I remember the first time I saw you, not just as a moment, but as an echo that's lived inside me for 1,000 yesterdays. Your smile wasn't just something that appeared, it felt like sunlight found a way to speak in silence, and my heart answered. You didn't walk into my life, you returned to it, as if the universe had spun you back into my orbit after lifetimes of searching. In that second, I knew no matter where life had taken me, it was only a long winding path to you. I'd walked through storms and joy, laughter and loss, but it all suddenly made sense. Every heartbeat, every lonely night was a whisper of you coming closer. My soul recognized you like a forgotten song remembered in sleep, and even though we were strangers then, something ancient inside me whispered your name like a prayer I'd always known. That day didn't just change my present, it awakened the love I'd carried for centuries, waiting patiently for you to arrive and make this life whole again. Each morning since I've looked at you like a miracle I never deserved, but was somehow gifted. Your voice is a thread that ties my scattered thoughts together, your laugh the music that brings color to the quietest of days. There's something sacred in the way your hands move when you're lost in thought, like your fingers are sketching dreams into the air. Sometimes I catch myself staring, not at your beauty alone but at the way you carry the world so gracefully, unaware that you are my anchor and my sky. I want to memorize every breath you take, every expression that flickers across your face, because loving you feels like capturing lightning in a bottle, rare and wondrous. I could spend lifetimes exploring the depths of your mind, the softness of your heart, and I'd still be discovering new constellations in your soul. You are not just the love of my life, you are the heartbeat of every poem I've never written, the answer to questions I didn't know I was asking. I've thought about what we would have been in other lives. Maybe we were travelers, wandering through ancient cities, our hands brushing as we passed under golden suns. Maybe we were rebels, dancing under moonlight, stealing kisses between revolutions, or perhaps we were simply two stars, orbiting endlessly, trying to touch across the cold vacuum of space. I don't know what truths lie in the echoes of our past, but I feel you in every piece of time I've ever touched. The way you understand my silence tells me we've had entire conversations in dreams I've forgotten. And in those moments when your eyes lock with mine and time stops, I swear we're remembering something older than this world. Some days I want to ask you if you feel it too, that strange soft ache of missing someone who's standing right in front of you, but I never do because somehow I know the answer. It lives in your embrace, in the way you hold me like you're afraid time might take us apart again. There's a quiet kind of magic in the life we've built together, the way ordinary days feel extraordinary just because you're in them. Waking up to you beside me, your hair tousled by sleep, your breath steady and calm, that alone makes the universe feel like a kinder place. We've woven love into the cracks of everyday moments, like when you hum to yourself while cooking, or when we pass the time doing nothing at all. It's not the grand gestures that make this love eternal, it's the small repeated choices to hold on, to forgive, to listen, to stay. I know we'll have days when everything feels heavy, when life stretches us thin, but I also know we'll choose each other again and again. That's the kind of love I want to give you, not perfect but persistent, not flawless but fierce, the kind of love that plants roots so deep, not even time can unearth them. And when the world grows loud and weary, we'll always have this sacred space we made, just us, wrapped in the softness of understanding. When I look ahead, I see us older, slower, but still full of laughter. I imagine our hair turning gray together, our hands still finding each other in crowded rooms. We'll argue over silly things, share inside jokes no one else understands, and remember the way we fell in love like it was yesterday. You'll still be the one I look for in a sea of faces, the one who grounds me when life tilts sideways. I'll love the lines time paints across your face because I'll know everyone tells a story we wrote together. Even as the world changes, even as we change, the rhythm of our love will remain steady. I want to grow with you not just in age but in wisdom, in patience, in kindness. I want to become better because of you and for you. If we're lucky, we'll get 1,000 more yesterdays, and in each one I'll still be choosing you, still discovering new reasons to fall in love with your soul all over again. You've taught me that love isn't always fireworks and whirlwind romance. Sometimes it's the quiet reassurance that someone sees you, even the parts you try to hide, and stays anyway. You've seen me at my worst when the world felt too loud and I was too small, and you didn't walk away. Instead, you stayed, wrapped me in your calm and reminded me I was never alone. That kind of love changes a person. You've given me a home not just in your arms but in your heart. You are where my peace lives, and every time I fall apart I remember that your love isn't a shelter I run to, it's the reason I can stand again. You love with your whole soul, with an honesty that breaks walls and builds bridges. You don't just love me, you heal me, piece by piece, without asking for anything in return. That's why I'll never stop loving you, not just because of who you are, but because of the way you make me feel like I'm enough, even when I forget it myself. Some nights I lie awake just listening to your breathing, marveling at the quiet miracle of your existence beside me. I wonder how something as wild and infinite as love found its way into something so simple, so human. But then I realize that's the beauty of it, how love takes the mundane and makes it eternal. You've made me believe in things I used to laugh off, soulmates, destiny, forever. With you, those words don't feel like fantasies. They feel like facts written into the very bones of my being. You've turned my cynicism into hope, my fear into trust, and my doubts into devotion. If someone asked me what love looks like, I'd show them your face in morning light, your sleepy smile, your hand in mine.
You are proof that love isn't just a feeling, it's a decision, a rhythm, a promise lived over and over. And I promise you this, I'll love you in every lifetime, in every form, across every star that ever burns in the sky. Even on the hardest days when the world frays at the edges and we're both worn thin, I still look at you and feel that original spark, like the first time, only deeper now. There's strength in the way we hold each other through storms, in the quiet apologies, in the tears we share without shame. I've learned that love isn't about avoiding pain, it's about having someone to feel it with. You are my softness in a world that can be so cruel, my clarity when everything else is noise. When we fight, we don't break, we bend like trees weathering wind, our roots holding strong beneath the surface. That's the love we've grown, resilient, deep, true. We don't need perfect words, just open hearts. We don't need promises wrapped in gold, just hands that don't let go. And even in the silence, even when the world feels far away, I find you, always you. You are my center, my gravity, the calm in my chaos, and I am endlessly, hopelessly, beautifully yours. And if I had to do it all over again, every mistake, every misstep, every heartbreak that led me here, I would without hesitation. I'd endure every storm, every winter, just to find you at the end of it, because you are worth every second of the journey. This love, our love, is worth rewriting the stars for. Sometimes I think love is less about grand moments and more about 1,000 quiet yesterdays, lived together with tenderness and trust. It's waking up next to you and still feeling awe. It's hearing your voice and knowing I'm home. It's the way you love me, not for who I might be someday, but for who I am right now, flaws and all. That kind of love is rare. That kind of love is real, and I promise no matter what this life brings, joy or sorrow, gain or loss, I will meet each day with your name written across my heart. Always, for all our tomorrows, for all our 1,000 yesterdays.